Just when you think you're at the top, there's more stairs. It's crazy. There's another area that goes up as well, but we'll look at this. Even higher up right now. They normally keep these top floors locked off, but they said on the tour that if we wanted to wander, we can, they'll leave the doors open for us to come up to these upper floors. And that noise you're hearing is actually a drying fan. They've had some leaks in here that they've repaired, and I guess there's a bit of moisture. So that noise is the fan. I think this is it right here, the fan. Some of the damage from the moisture. It's beautiful. Can't really make out, it's so old. 1831 to 1908. It's kind of hard. 1872 I think to 1933, I think. But it's hard to make out the names on this.
Here's that one with the stupid mirror. That was pretty funny what you did.
They were telling us to look through this little thing to see what we see, and we don't see anything. This one must be like a reserved right here. They got a, there's no glass, but there's a stuffed animal in there. There's a note or something. I'm not going to touch it, but I don't know what the story is on that.
See some of the repair and damage here.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the damage and repairs. They had to spend, what, $200,000 on the roof?
Okay, that's what you said.
To fix the roof.
Recently, yeah.
Because it was leaking.
Oh, check out some G.I. Joe stuff.
G.I. Joe. So this person was a fan.
I've seen a couple of niches with some Lego stuff in it. I'm a big Lego nerd. So
Yeah. David Pasquarelli is the name. Was into different things, obviously. That's cool. And this interesting one with Kermit the Frog and the gentleman is Jerry Jewell. He worked with Henson doing the Muppets, and he was a performer, like what, a puppeteer?
Yeah, puppeteer and a writer.
He was a puppeteer and a writer for the Muppets. He's got a lot of different stuff in his niche. Very interesting. Wow, look at this niche. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They say they can accommodate whatever container you want. They can accommodate it.
It's a capitalist society, buddy talks.
Yeah. It's the Huey is the name. One of the names in there. Shore is the first name. 1913 to 2007. And there's a rose in here. 1921 to 2015. And there's a... can't make out the name, but 1942 to 2007. There's another Arthur Kingsbury. Now, if you notice, the box is open a little bit because they said with the moisture, the remains do expand after some years.
Kevin Allen Scott. Oh my God. My name's Tyler Allen Scott, man, and I'm a Pearl Jam fan.
Yeah, this guy's
weird.
This guy was a Pearl Jam fan. He has the guitar picks and stuff. There's different guitar picks as well.
He's got two of my same names, man.
A columbarium section over here too as well. Oh, there's the chapel. Wow. Wow. The Lee family right here. Wow. Charles, 1910 to 1984, and Gloria, 1919 to 1983, or 1993, excuse me. And here is the Ghirardelli family again, another grave. We're looking at Joseph, 1853 to 1906. He was the son of Domenico Ghirardelli, the founder of Ghirardelli Chocolate. And this is the son, Joseph. And Ellen right here, 1863 to 1933, was Joseph's wife as well. And down here at the bottom, Joseph was Joseph Jr., Joseph's son, 1886 to 1967. Beautiful container right here. Marie Seydon, 1872 to 1936, and Alfred, 1876 to 1947. It's beautiful. These are beautiful in here. The book design was very popular. It still is today, it seems like. Look at this one. Frank Bates, 1864 to 1937. Beautiful. Oh, here's the chapel. Of course, no mausoleum visit would be complete without an elevator ride in the creepy rickety elevator. Continuation of the columbarium here. We're on the upper level now in the mausoleum. There's the fountains down there. beautiful. Wow. Like you guys have said, it's like a library of people. Incredible. But the designs on these don't change so much. They're all like book designs and everything. Oh, that's a little different. Boone is the name. Eleanor, 1889 to 1951, it looks like. All right, let's get out of here now. So on the tour at St. Louis Cemetery number 1, the tour guide had said these family tombs that have a bunch of names on them. I guess how it works is, from what he said, is they will put somebody in here, and in 1 year and 1 day, they're pretty much all bones. You know, he put it, how he put it was dirt and bones after about a year or so. And what they do is, if somebody else has to go in, they open it up, they take the remains, what's left, they put in a burlap sack, he said, and then they push it to the back of the tomb, and there's a area where I guess there's a drop off for the remains to drop off on the other side, so they could put somebody else in who dies next, another family member. This cemetery is actually really well taken care of, and it's really nice. St. Louis Cemetery number 1 had a lot of decrepit stuff. A lot of those tombs, there's a perpetual care fund that the family puts money into to take care of, you know, the tombs for life, as long as there's family around. And some of them are really nice like this over there, and then some of them are decrepit and crumbling, which didn't have any kind of perpetual care. But we're gonna walk around here and see what we can see up in here. Like I said, it's a lot of these tombs are a lot nicer than St. Louis Cemetery number 1. You'll see the pictures from number 1. Like I said before, I wasn't allowed to take video on that tour, just pictures. So I'll figure out a way to present that to you guys in a video. And we're gonna walk around here and see what we can see. And in a lot of these family tombs, I guess they're able to, you know, move around remains after about a year or so, is because they say throughout the year or years, the temperatures inside these family tombs rises to, like, I guess with the heat and everything and the humidity and the heat, the temperatures can rise up to 300 degrees inside these things, he said. And basically it's kind of like a big pizza oven. So that's why, you know, 1 year, 1 day, there's nothing left of you because of the heat and everything inside these. Look at this beautiful one. Now think of the pizza oven concept and everything, and take a look at all these people that are interred in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 13 to 14 people in this one alone. Roughly. A quick count, maybe I missed a couple, but there's a lot of people in here. Some of them are on the more recent ones are on the steps. 2013, Charles Clement. Clara Holiday, 1926 to 2011. Charles was 1925 to 2013. It was a Frank, 1957 to 1991. So yeah, Francis at the top step here, 1897 to 1970, and then these are probably all the original people that went in here years ago. Here's a back area with a lot of old decrepit ones over here. This is crazy. And have a lot of above ground burials, because if you dig down too deep in the ground here, you get water. So you can't go down very deep, 6-7 feet, you're hitting water. So they have a lot of above ground ones. If you might happen to see one that's above ground, like a little cement tomb above ground that it's like looks like it could go into the ground, it's only going down a couple of feet. But that's why there's mostly these above ground ones, because of the water tables and everything. Beautiful. Last name's Thulon. There's a different last name up there. Can't really make that out all the way. But there's a little stone back in there that has the last name Lewis is the first name. It's like it gets recent visits. Obviously there's flowers here. Max T. Miller is this one. And I think there's like, get there, Victor, the little lamb. There says son on that one, and Francis on that one. And I think the cross broke off or something. I think it broke off the top of it. It's on the step here. Welcome back to the channel. We are here at Mountain View Cemetery in Oakland, California. Once again, I'm coming out to test out my new camera. And last time I was here, I don't think I was filming my videos in 4K last time I was here. So we're gonna give the old 4K a shot at this cemetery. And we are at the mausoleum here at Mountain View Cemetery. And we're gonna go in and walk around for a while and check things out. This place is truly, truly stunning, as you can see as we're walking alongside of it here. The front of this thing is awesome. Right over here, as you can see. Beautiful winter day. It's been raining, but it has stopped. And I thought, on a rainy day, why not do an inside video? Why not do a mausoleum video, right guys? So let's get on in there and check it out. What I find amazing here is this ironwork that you hit before the front door. It's like a big iron gate they could pull across. Now, I don't know if they still use this iron gate here, but I tried pulling on it just for the heck of it, and it is heavy. So I'm not even sure if they even still close it, or maybe it's an automatic door of some kind, but it is a heavy door. And here's a little chapel in here. It's kind of dark, but this chapel is beautiful in here. And there's sections along the way of niches and stuff like that. Look at this one right here. This guy was a Steelers fan. William Bill Keel, 1938 to 2020. Look at that. This urn has a big urn in here, a chin. Beautiful. There's a couple of people, Irene and Edmund. Irene was 1928 to July of 2011, and Edmund was September 28th, 1934 to the 21st of March 2017. Beautiful. And we have Francis Young, 1914 to 1993, I think. And Edwin, 1913 to 2012. And there's a picture of them. Beautiful. Here is Warren Bechtel, 1872 to 1933. He was the founder of Bechtel Corporation, one of the 6 companies that helped build the Hoover Dam. So he helped build the Hoover Dam. There's an urn up there in the window as well. There's a Kenneth up there. It looks like Kenneth up there in the urn, and Clara down below. 1873 to 1941. What we got here, the last name is Moy, Julian, 1928 to 2021, and Lily, 1932 to 1994. Looks like Julian was a golf fan and Lily loved baseball. I do believe there was an article on this niche, on these individuals. You can tell, like, the ones that nobody's been around in a while. Some of these glass is kind of fogged up, dust and dirt on it and stuff. Some of them are extremely clean, and some of them, I guess, don't get the love of some of the other ones around here. Beautiful. Look at this one. Attinger, Annette, 1872 to 1961. There's no name on the other one. There's a couple of, looks like, boxes back there. This was a Golden Gate Camp 64. Here lies a woodman of the world, Christian. February 1st, 1866, died February 9th, 1902, this big gold one right here. Wow. Let's see if I can get some light in this one here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a mini Hansen. And we got an Elise, it looks like, too. Kind of hard to make out through the dirty glass, though. Look at this one. This one's completely fallen apart. Inside there's little fabric on the inside, the top on the walls, and the fabric is falling down. And look at that. The urn's almost covered by the fabric falling down off the top of it. There's a picture of a gentleman there. What are you doing?
Surprise. Sorry to make me copyright in the middle of your video.
Ah, well, you're here, man. You're part of the video.
This is interesting. Look at this. Yeah, I don't think anybody's in there, but he's prepared it like a little pebble escape.
Weinstein?
Yeah.
Unless it's part of the rock, but I don't know.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
And then this is a separate niche. They even put a little shelf right there.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it looks like it could be the same one, but
That's what I thought too.
It's separate. I know some of the fabric in these are coming down. Some of these are covering the urns up too.
Like, it's so old.
That's how the one in Oakland is too. There's the fabric lined ones, and the fabric is just coming down.
I just saw this for the first time yesterday.
Wow, Beverly. This is Beverly.
1905.
1905. I wonder if they died together.
That's amazing.
I wonder if it's the same date or same year for both.
The big heaven level is open still.
Oh, that big one up there?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get some light in here a little bit. Wow. Beverly and Zaida. It says 1905. Some of these are, the glass is super clean and some of them it's not.
Yeah. If they got, well, think about where we're at, how much moisture
Moisture,
is in the air
yeah.
here in San Francisco.
I wonder if it's the salt air
Yeah, exactly.
that creates that haze over
You're
here.
probably right. I know that's what started just disintegrating the Alcatraz prison to the point where those guys were able to make those holes.
Yep.
And that's why they closed it. In fact, that escape attempt is what convinced the Federal Bureau of Prison to be like, well,
Piano player right here. See the piano inside and the box and the piano. Here is this one. It's completely a Cypress Lawn Crematory, San Francisco. These two cans. There's a can here and a can here. There's a nice urn here, but these two cans are Cypress Lawn Crematory. When they used to do those on-site cremations. Is that Women of the World?
I don't know.
Yeah, here rests the Women of the World.
Right.
William Verhus, 1858 to 1908, Catherine.
This couple's still alive. Look, they're not
Yeah.
married 1966. Together 1966.
Yep, just the birth year. A lot of these, there's no dates, but it's just, you can tell they're super old. Like this one right here. Casilda Brunette, I think is how you pronounce it. 1893 to 95. Age 2 years, I think. Age 2. And some of them do and don't, like I said, have dates on them. E.C. Richardson died 1901. And they got some of these got plants growing out of them too. This is wild. I really wish I could have taken video at St. Louis Cemetery number 1. That really had some old, decrepit stuff going on. But I got pictures. Like I said, I'll probably figure out a slideshow for you guys or something. That's got a hole in it. Jeez, it's kind of it's kind of bowed out and it's got a hole in it. That's wild. This one's just got a little plug on it, but it looks like it's coming out. Wow. That one is completely busted up in there. I don't know if anybody's in there. They might have took somebody out. That was vandalism right there. I don't know, but it's got a bunch of debris in there. It looks like it could be some wood, so that could be some of the coffin in there.
Niche.
Yeah, you want to see a $120,000 niche? The tour guide had told us, or Tyler had asked about the price on this top one
It's like
here.
half as much as my house. Like literally, my house is worth $270.
120 grand for this one right here. That is insane. Wow. Chet Helms, 1942-2005, Father of the Summer of Love. What's this say out here on the outside? There's a handwritten note. Holy moly, Chet, 10 years. Seems like yesterday, San Francisco, and I miss you. 6/25/2015 it was dated. See, maybe we can get a better look at the stuff inside. They look like old show posters. Father of the Summer of Love.
This one's pretty recent. This is June 25th, 2023.
Oh yeah.
Very new.
Wow. So, some of these will have a note inside saying we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Or that they say
I'm still alive. Or
we found one on the tour. They say if there's an urn with the lid off of it, it means the person's still alive. And sometimes, like I mentioned, they'll put it. We saw those notes they put in there.
not done yet.
We're not done yet. Even when they picked out their spot, they had some humor. You know.
Exactly.
Is that a walking stick or is it a piece of a?
Maybe it's like a pot. Yeah, I don't know. Something.
Piece of a stick, of some kind.
I like this one. Reserved. It's a little house urn.
Reserved. Yeah, those other ones too. Those other individuals have the house urns too. Are they really urns? Or are they just probably household items? Like
I don't know.
because, like I said, you could be putting a cookie jar if you wanted, or or a teapot.
Right. That's what you want.
Police right here, San Francisco. Charles Maher, 1947 to 2000. Life Master. ACBL 1981. There's a police car and a patch in there. A picture of his dog too, I guess. All right, we're gonna get out of here, and all we're gonna do is close the door. That's one thing they asked, is when we're done, to close the door. This one's really interesting. The Bacon and the Boggs family. It's a chest that's locked, which is very interesting. 1862, 1816 to 1862. I mean, some of these dates go way back. Look at that lock. Now we asked the tour guide, how are they placed in here? And she's not sure if they're just all dumped in there or they're in separate containers. It's not quite sure. Some of these are just, they're clear and some of them aren't. There's beautiful here. The Emerson. Joshua, 1844 to, I think it's 1927. James, 1885 to 1936. James Jr., 1909 to 1974. Wow. And the tour guide was talking about the columbarium. Inside of a columbarium, there was a gentleman that created this for his wife. And that is a little urn of the building that we are in right now.
I don't know if it's a sticker or something.
A koi fish on the ground? Wow. We're gonna go up to the upper floors now, I guess. You ready to make this hike again?
Let's do this. Let's do the hike here. Yeah. Kind of interesting.
No, the lady that gave the tour said she would leave it unlocked up here for us because they usually lock it up. Here's a perspective from the upper floor here. W.C. Fields, looks like somebody was a fan of. Full in here.
Sorry for catching you in film.
Look at the ceiling there. Jeez. Look at this urn in here, man. This is what, was it tarnished or?
And maybe that's what has turned the patina over the years.
Yeah. There's one gentleman here that has his cat in here with him too, because this is his. I think his name is Ed. It's a guy. 1950 to 1994. It's etched on the glass really lightly. So this is him. There's his urn. And there's a picture of his cat in like a little container, which I would assume is the cat ashes. And these are interesting because these top ones here, you can see down, we saw this on the tour, you can see down inside, which I think is very interesting. Look at this place. It's got little rooms and corners, and you always see something different up in here.
Those are niches too.
Yeah, they got niches everywhere. Like, it's like wherever they could stick one, they stuck
They're
them.
making, well, I mean, I don't blame them. That money, there's only so, I mean, eventually it will fill up and done. So
Yeah.
You gotta do what you can.
And they're creating more space because they are filling up. They're creating these little side niches, and you'll be seeing this probably throughout the video as well. But look at this one. Savenko, Anna, 1933 to 2009 in Vili. 1930 to 2000. You can see a lot of natural light coming through here. They do that a lot in here. There's a lot of different areas. Look at this one. This urn has the Mason symbol on it. Lawrence Vincent, 1833, excuse me, I think, to 1915, I think. And Josephine, I think it's 1855 to 1944. It's hard to make out. And in the top, above the door here, there's more niches too. You can have, there's one up here too. Kind of hard to see it.
Francisco Columbarium was established by Bernard Cahill, a British architect. This piece of architecture, a complement to the crematory he had crafted 3 years prior, is not just a stunning place for eternal rest, but also an unusual location for reflection on the city's rich past. This columbarium was initially a part of the Oddfellows Cemetery, running from 1854 to 1923, and extended over a vast 167-acre land. The Oddfellows, known to be one of the oldest fraternal societies worldwide, instituted this cemetery on land that was disregarded as worthless due to its sandy soil. However, it turned out to be the perfect site for a crematorium and columbarium. With the expansion of the city, land became a precious commodity, and in 1902, the place where the crematorium, columbarium, and cemetery were situated was annexed into the city of San Francisco. In 1910, the law against cremation in San Francisco led to the destruction of the crematorium. By 1912, the city had taken an extreme step and expelled the dead from the cemetery, transferring many of them to Colma, a city that even today holds more deceased than living inhabitants. Today, the spot where the crematorium once stood is marked by Rossi Pool. With no avenue to generate revenue from new funerals or cremations, the columbarium fell into disrepair and underwent multiple changes of ownership. In 1934, it was about to be demolished, but the Homestead Act offered protection. Nevertheless, the building still remained neglected for almost another 50 years. The building was left abandoned, and the doors left open for families visit their loved ones. In this period, mushrooms, pigeons, and raccoons made a home under the rotunda's dome. In 1980, the Neptune Society of Northern California bought the columbarium and began the laborious task of restoring it to its original grandeur assistance of master craftsmen. After 16 years, the San Francisco Columbarium was recognized and added to the Register of San Francisco Designated Landmarks. Currently, the columbarium, now completely and elaborately revived, is of the Dignity Memorial Registered Trademark Network, which provides funeral, cremation, and cemetery services. Over the past 120 years, those who chose this location for their final rest have finally been given the magnificent home they deserve.
Bernard Cahill, architect, 1866 to 1944. Rappel Wolfert. It's beautiful. So Bernard was the architect of the columbarium here. This place is just beautiful. Every room is very interesting and gorgeous. And there's a lot of natural light in here too. Man, this one is old. Mabel Griffiths died December 21st, 1900, age 26 years, 2 months, 4 days. Marietta, 1847 to 1929, and Captain Thomas Griffiths died October 31st, 1902, it says in there. Peter Wolfe and Isabella. Peter was 1834 to 1895, and it looks like Isabella was 1834 to 1908. Beautiful. Some of these are just massive with families in here. Top of this one says ashes to ashes. It's kind of hard to make out because this glass is a little dirty, I think. But there's S.B. Hunt and then Val Schmidt. And I can't make out what's on this one up here. Kind of hard to see with those glass being a little obstructed. So the two gentlemen that started Anchor Steam Brewing, Ernest Baruth and Otto Schinkel, are in this columbarium here. And that's there's Otto and family. And then Baruth. Wow. Ernest would pass away prior to the devastating earthquake of 1906, and Otto would follow an untimely passing due to an accident while on board of a streetcar in 1907. Wow. It's private. It's got a locked gate, so we're not going to go over it. But and even got it closed down. But it's just like a little indoor, little tiny mausoleum here. Not sure if all these individuals are related, but definitely a nice little tiny one in here. They even have a ground vault there too. I don't know if there's anybody in that one yet, but wow. Now this big one over here, from what I could tell, a lot of it is in Italian, but this is like a little tiny mausoleum, crypt area, tomb area. I think it's an Italian society because it says Society Italiana. It has a few other things inscribed on the bottom of it. Over in Colma, at the Italian cemetery, on that tour I took over there, they had said that there was like there are certain scenarios where maybe somebody of the Italian community couldn't afford to be buried or whatever, and there would be things in place to make sure people would get a proper burial if they couldn't afford it. And I think that's what this might be as well, because it has the society name on it and stuff. Looks like there could be somebody in a ground vault here or a tomb, but there's no name on it. But I'm looking at these, and there's no names. There's little monuments with names on them, unless those people are in here. But from what I can tell, there's nobody in here. There's no names. But then I'm finding like this just sitting on the altar, and there's a Vincent down here just sitting on the altar. I wonder if these are people who couldn't afford it, and they were put in here, and maybe that is what's marking their area. Maybe there's no money, they had no money, so they probably couldn't get this carved or engraved. So these little monuments with flowers with names on them are on the floor here. I would assume maybe for the people that could be in here already. Look at this one. Venezia is the name. Look how little stoned. It's beautiful. And they got pictures on this one. That's a lot of these don't have pictures, but this one does. Got a Josephine, 1890 to 1960. Got a picture. We got an Anthony, 1884 to 1970. We got a Rose, 1912 to 1991, a Rufus, 1932 to 2004, and a Catherine, 1921 to 2007. That's awesome, and I love these old time pictures. Wow, look at this one. There's a brick missing out of this. There's a beautiful columbarium section out here. Let's go check it out. Kind of windy up here. Over there, they're building a new mausoleum section. Outdoor mausoleum section straight ahead. And over there, that brick, that's the chapel. One of the chapels over there. Quite the view from up here. Yeah, down there's all the building materials for the mausoleum. They've been working on it since like 2021 or 2020. And it looks like they're coming along pretty good on it. Beautiful. Let's go down here. There's Victor Jules Bergeron, 1902 to 1984, and it says he's the founder of Trader Vic's Restaurants. I think I remember that name, Trader Vic's Restaurant. And then Helen is 1905 to 1993. And it says he founded the Trader Vic's Restaurants at the height of the tiki popularity. And there were more than 24 locations around the world. And there was one in San Francisco, and it says the chain still survives to this day. And he also ran a grocery store in Oakland, California too here. Very, very interesting character. I've never been in one of the restaurants, but I've always heard about them. Maybe I should try to find one and check it out sometime. Supposedly they're still in business in other areas. This mausoleum is gorgeous, guys. Definitely awesome. Oh, a dark room. What is this? looks like the skylight is leaking. They've got these pans down here to catch it. So I found something here on Captain Charles Crudis, born on 19th of January 1862 in England. He's the son of Crudis and Lang. He married Caroline Thompson on January 19th, 1892 in Mendocino, California. They were the parents of at least 2 sons and 1 daughter. And it says in 1897, the age of 35, his occupation is listed as driver in San Francisco, California. And he died May 16th, 1944 in Oakland. And here at Mountain View Cemetery. Now, nothing really explaining the captain part, but yeah, I just found out a little something on this guy. And there's his wife at their Carey, 1868 to 1953. And here's another Bechtel, Stephen Jr. He was actually the 3rd generation CEO of the family business. And he was the grandson of Warren. Because this is he died in 2021. He was born in 1925. And this is a new family section, I guess, for them. Beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. Landsberger family. It's got to be cremations. There's nothing else in here. There's a bunch of people's names on this. Yeah, they got a lot of buckets and stuff around here. I guess the skylights are starting to leak. So I guess they got a lot of work ahead of them when the weather dries up to repair these skylights. And here's the children's section right here. Yeah, you could tell the openings are smaller around. There's like a children's one. And then here's the adult one right here. These are the adult size ones. You can tell how much smaller the child one is. Beautiful in here. Wow, there's a shot of the big plate glass window here with the pillars. Wow. How beautiful that is. And it looks like it's starting to clear up outside a little bit as well.